Hey, everyone. Good morning and welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30 plus year video game enthusiast, industry analyst, and today, for 12/19/2025, I'll run through the latest gaming news, what I've been playing, etc., etc. Morning, all. Morning, Ultronymous. Good to see you. Yeah, more bear and bird music. Um, yeah, it is crazy that, like, I never really had nostalgia for Banjo-Kazooie until this year. And that's kind of a strange thing how that works. Like, as time progresses, there are certain things that you then feel it for. For some reason, Banjo Kazooie was always too modern for me to give it any sort of nostalgia. And I think that just had to do with it. A couple things. One is it came out after, like, Mario 64 kind of set the stage for what platformers were. And then I think, by that time, I was just old enough to where I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to it too much, and then Xbox had the Banjo Kazooie stuff. But yeah, exactly. Better late than never. It's like a franchise. It's like, oh, I want to go back and play them again. Like I did a little bit with Banjo Kazooie, but that's the thing. I'll go back and want to play old games, but then new games come out all the time. Which do we just jump into that? Do I? I don't think I have anything else really to talk about, so I'll just jump into what I've been playing, and it's really not much. Actually, thinking back, I don't even think I played anything. Did I even play it all yesterday after the morning? Because in the morning, Nitro. Oh, I did do some Metro Prime 4. I remember, that's right. So right before I think it was right before the live stream yesterday, a Gundam Explained live stream that I do. Um, I remember seeing my Switch on my desk, the Switch 2, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I haven't had that plugged in since. Yeah, and it's not here. So I had it plugged in since that early morning before I did the Bluecast. I was playing Metroid then. And I was like, oh, the battery's going to die. And I wasn't at a save point. And that was what was interesting about, that's what's interesting about this Metroid Prime. And I actually like this aspect is sometimes I'll go pretty far and I'm like, there's not a save point anywhere. And it's like, I got to go. Luckily, I can put it in sleep mode. I don't know what I did before when that would occur. But yeah, I got to, yeah, point. Well, what was it? Yeah, it was before the live stream. So then I just like, okay, I'll play until I find a save point. And I did, but I had to do a lot. And it wasn't bad. Like, at least it gave my mind something to do. But I will say, that's how nonchalantly you can play this game. It's like, oh, I need to plug it in, but let me get to a save point real quick. Yeah, okay, I went through, I did this, yeah, I solved this puzzle, okay. Like, that's how the game is. I mean, I think that's a really good relative way to explain the feeling of the game. It's passive when you play it. Yeah. But it could be the atmosphere, the experience of the atmosphere of being in that space. I was about to say isolation, but then I remembered as I was playing that part I was just talking about, like you hear someone over the comms like, oh, wow, I was able to fix the intercom system in this area, so now I can talk to you. And then they start explaining things to you. And I was like, yeah, isn't this what people were complaining about? It's like, it is actually in this game, even though people were downplaying it. The game does do that a lot. Hey, Jim Kellogg, good to see you. Ultronymous, we had Mario 64 back then, but I didn't really care for it. I was always Team Sonic. Mega Man Legends, Ocarina of Time, Banjo-Kazooie were the tops from our early 3 games. Yeah, I think for me, just Mario 64, I got it when it first came out, and it was like the first game to be like that. It blew my mind. That and then Shadows of the Empire. I was like, my mind was blown that I was like, wow, this is the next. And I remember even before that, before the N64 came out, I had this Super Mario World book. And in it, it had it was, a photograph of like a 3D metal Mario. And they're like talking about how the future Mario, what they're trying to do. And I was like, whoa, and it like matched up completely when I would see the promos for Mario 64. And I was like, whoa. So yeah, maybe that could be it. Yeah. Yeah, I hate when games are slow to give you access to a save point. And it is crazy how much now that is necessary. And I think maybe just a lot of it has to do with video games have kind of grown with culture. So back in the day, there was no reason for like a save point. You'd be playing in an arcade and then, oh, it's at home now. Well, okay, password. And then I think just as like people playing games at home, they're like, oh, well, now they're leaving out, going more. They have their phone to do something. Like, there's so many reasons someone might stop. Oh, we need to add save. So it's interesting how it seems like it's not necessarily where games are evolving to be easier, although I think there's a component. I think games evolve to match culture, society, like what is going on around everywhere. So yeah, that was it with what I played. Kind of crazy. Gonna look at this real quick. I don't know if there's anything interesting on this. Just saying I was strangling both M2 and myself. Sega's Yosuke Okunari recalls the painful relaunch of the Sega Ages series. The response to the software at pre-order event. I don't know how much this is sensationalizing. Lately, I've realized with time extension, they can give good info, but sometimes if it's just a little like interesting factoid, they'll like turn the article into like clickbaity. But let's see. The Sega Ages is named after its price point. Realize as both a developer and producer, I was vastly inexperienced and immature. Okay, at the time, I thought that if we all worked hard together, we could achieve results that were commensurate with our efforts, and that we could achieve anything. All I can say is that we were careless in every way. Yeah, I guess it is not as interesting as I thought. I think they're just really talking. But I'm a fan of this sort of culture. That word again of developers from Japan. And the M2, a lot of Sega stuff, but even Konami. Yeah, let's see. This began in '96 on the Saturn, and I remember that. I remember seeing the Sega Ages stuff, and not. I don't think anything was necessarily released in the West at that time, but I thought it was very fascinating. It was like a celebration of Sega. That company ended up being M2. Okay, when they started doing all this stuff. Yeah, M2 is really good at that porting, preserving, all that. So anyway, I guess not really much to talk about here. So I wanted to show off, like I'm really showing off. No, this is the game list I keep up with throughout the year. I started doing that last year. Originally, it was from my blogging, right? Because I would blog, since the early 2000s, late 90s. I forget when LiveJournal was my first one. And I would just blog all the time. So there was a way for me to go back and look and see the games I was playing. And then as time went, and then I would use, like platform. I remember IGN had a good game tracker. It was amazing. I used it forever. I was able to export. And that was more of like my game collection, but I was also tracking the games I was playing. And then that sort of evolved over time. YouTube, and that's kind of how I set up my live stream. So I do my live stream. When I'm done, I usually title it what was involved in that live stream. That allows me to, in the future, go back and search through my videos to see if I talked about a certain game, what gameplay was like from a certain game. I like to do that for when I'm doing research. So last year I started putting everything in an Excel because I wanted to kind of divide it up. There are games that I want to, and this is what Exophase has helped me realize. There are games that I do enjoy so that I can go back and be like, oh, what's something more I can do in this game I haven't done yet? But anyway, so for this year, the 2025 games that these on the left are all that I've completed. I think I'm kind of blocking some of it. I think I can move this. There we go. Yeah, because I don't need that title up there. Anyway, the last game that I had just beat is Terminator 2D No Fate. Got all the achievements. Such a fun game that I've decided to bump that up into Game of the Year. And I hadn't done that all year. I started with Avowed. Avowed, that was one of the first games I beat this year. And I was like, man, this has to be Game of the Year. And I'm keeping it there. Just the exploration and combat. And there's so much more I can do. That's a game I want to go back to. So Guns of Fury was the second game I beat. And I actually had that on my Game of the Year. In fact, all the way, or top 5. All the way until Terminator 2D, that was the one I decided to move out. Guns of Fury, an excellent Metal Slug Metroidvania. Sniper Elite Resistance, great game. Varisnex, a shmup. Rendering Ranger R2, Spilled. Man, I feel like I just beat these games. Tempest Rising, Gundam Seed Battle Remastered, Eartheon. That's close for up there. But Donkey Kong Bonanza has to be in top 5 game of the year. When I was just talking about Mario 64 and the platforming, Donkey Kong Bonanza is that at the next level. It's like, yeah, you get those geniuses that knew how to perfect that sort of gameplay style, and they went to the next level. Great game. Great game. And then Mario Kart World. Yeah, funny how that got boring really fast. I really have to say I am shockingly surprised, although this is now starting to make sense with how basic Mario Kart World is. It's almost like they knew it was going to sell. Oh, let's just throw an open world. Oh, Metroid Prime 4. Those people are going to buy it. Let's not put that much money. Let's just throw in an open world. It's kind of coming to me right now. What game didn't have an open world? Donkey Kong Bonanza. Each level was its own open zone, which I think is the way to go in the future. And Sniper Elite Resistance did that too. I mean, open world works for if a game is made for that, but you can't just throw it in there. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Not as... It's a fun game, but not what I really wanted from Ninja Gaiden. And then Shinobi, that was great. Super Robot Wars Y, it was okay. It's not necessarily my thing, just kind of a fun thing. I went ahead and put it as I beat it just because I put enough hours in to really understand what this game's about. I feel like I got my fill. I could jump in again. Okay, Gradius Origins has to be in the top 5 because I love this series so much. And that was another game I went through and got all the achievements. I think that's another indication of a game that I really, really like. Fast Fusion, yeah, it was a fun racing game on Switch 2. Fallen City Brawl, that was okay. Split Fiction, that was okay. I was glad I was able to play that with my wife, but in no way does anything about this game warrant it Game of the Year unless you're saying the co-op experience trumps what the game is. And I don't know. I don't think you can do it. Sonic Racing Crossworlds. This could be the Game of the Year too. Way better than Mario Kart. I think the next Mario Kart really has to step up unless now Mario Kart is a baseline Nintendo uses for their mainstream game. Because Sonic Racing Crossworlds, oh my gosh, so fun, so fast, so crazy. Played it so much with my wife. My wife liked it too. Yeah, very cool. Okay. You know what? That reminded me of something. Let me do something real quick. I got a surprise game that I can play with Cloud, so maybe I'll do that. I was like, I did install something. Okay. What's our time at? Okay. Sonic Racing Cars. Okay, Double Dragon Revive. That was good, but fell short. And I think it had to do with level design. SpongeBob SquarePants Titans of the Tide. Yeah, great game. I mean, if it wasn't for Donkey Kong Bonanza kind of being the better platformer, SpongeBob might be up there. I was shocked. Okay, Neon Inferno. That's fun. House Fighters Total Mess. That was a fun, cheap game. Night Striker Gear. Fun game on the Switch. Glad to have it on there. Marvel Cosmic Invasion. More fun than I thought, but I think it has to do with the progression system, not in terms of your character unlocks, but in terms of the game, like the achievements, little challenges. Like, I like that. Then there was these challenges to do. So that helped. Kirby Air Riders. I need to play it more. I played through all the races, so I technically beat it. It's funny how I was like, there's really not a lot there, even though it made it seem like there was a lot there with those videos and all that that they showed of the game. And then we get to Terminator 2D No Fate, which the feeling, it had everything I needed. I was engaged mechanically with the game. I was having to, how do I pull this off? The music was like really driving what I was doing. It's like, oh, I recognize this. The pixel artwork looked fantastic. It just brings me back to when I was a kid, and I was amazed seeing that. But so that's why Terminator 2D No Fate does it for now. This isn't my final game of the year because I'm going to play a few more games coming out. I'm going to really take a hard look at this, but this could be the top 5. This could be the top 5. And then later, what I want to look at is like games that I beat from the previous year. Because if we were to include that, my game of the year would actually be this Devil Blade reboot shmup. That was the most fun I had in a video game this year, but a very small dose. That's why it's really hard to, like I had more engagement in Terminator 2D No Fate. I had more engagement with Avowed. But because it's a shmup and it's short, for what little I did in Devil Blade reboot, amazing. And one thing I'm disappointed about is I hadn't trophied or platinumed whatever Godzilla PS4 yet. I'm trying. I've put more time in. In fact, let's look at how much time. On PS4, it's at 58 hours. So on the PS3, I did it in 27 hours, which is still a lot. And I've told you guys, once I get to about 20 hours in a game, I tend to fall off, and I'm like, I'm done. It's really hard with this Godzilla being 58 hours in, because I just have to go through each kaiju, and there's a lot, and max them. Nearly a year ago is when I last played Godzilla Voxel Wars. That was a good little December time, fun, chill, hang back. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I wanted to maybe play a couple games. Actually, do I hit install on this, or do I just play it with cloud? I want to play it in the cloud just to you utilize this functionality, right? Like live, like I like the idea that people can talk and then bam, without installing a game, let's just play a game that we're streaming. And this is going to be, don't laugh, Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Reason being, wife keeps asking to play Sonic Crossworld, and like I'm crossworlded out. I've played it so much. But I'm trying to find another game that she could enjoy too. And I don't think she's into action games as much, but this might be a little easier, and it has SpongeBob in it, which she likes. So let's check this out. Oh, while doing that, Ultronimus, the best open world I've personally experienced is Xenoblade Chronicles X. Okay. Thanks for reminding me. I almost bought, in fact, I bought it the other day and there was an issue and I had to get a refund. Long story, but I need to go back and get it. I feel like Mario Kart has been the baseline for a while, but because it's Mario Nintendo, they did. Yeah, and I think it was that with also. Okay, with also the no, what am I trying to say? Yeah, actually, yeah, that for their platform, 3D platformers, it was a baseline that they kept innovating, but no one else could really match. Even Astrobot that they came out with, Sony. The SpongeBob game's better than Astrobot. I really do think last year Astrobot getting any awards just has to do with it being Sony. The Astrobot game was fun, but it was not a... There's so many better platformers out there. Okay, I do not know what to expect from this. And for the purpose of this, no story. But this is supposed to be the Nicktoons characters, and it's a Diablo-like, potentially.
Hey, where'd you get the cool fairies?
See, if I play with my wife, she can be SpongeBob, I can be the Ninja Turtle.
Ooh.
What's the internet? Okay, this actually might be fun to read with her. Okay. Choose your hero. Leonardo is one tenacious turtle, a samurai unmatched in weapons combat. Enemies would fear his approach if he let them see him coming. So this is cool. This means if the Nicktoons characters were playing Dungeons & Dragons, Leonardo would be a samurai. And, oh, I'm pressing the A button. That's 100%. Oh, okay, I had to press close. So here we go. We got real-time movement. A is attack. And then I guess the rest are unlocks down at the bottom. Expand map. Oh, cool. It's an open world area, maybe. Okay, let's see. Okay, loot. Getting some loot. Reach the end of the Kelpwood Forest and take the portal to the Tangle. Okay. And then... Oh, I like that. Click the left stick to see... Oh, where do I go? Okay. Alright, I'm already seeing some impressive stuff for a Nickelodeon game. Alright. And then spikes. I mean, I feel like I need to walk over that. Okay. Cool. LB to heal. Oh, now it's telling me. Wait, it was 1, 2. So they just have long animations. Both the health and... You know what? I do like the controls. It feels very easy, which would make sense, and simple, but it's like fluid. Oh, dodge roll, love it. You got my attention. Alright, open that gate. Let's get this. Oh, is there two ways? Or is it gonna have me come back? Oh. Oh, slow down. Give me time. Okay, you're looting for items, and then... Okay, plus 5 damage, plus 1% critical chance, plus 1.1%... You know, I sometimes don't really care about the little things like that, but this is actually pretty fun for this. So I have armor slot, I have what appears to probably be skins, because of the hanger clothing, and then we have some other accessories. I like that. This is... Wait. Oh, there's stuff I got that got transferred to the other characters. So then I wonder if I play or use the other characters, I might have some stuff. So this is cool. Actually, this is way cooler than I thought. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, I'll see if my wife will like this, but I'm liking it. Oh, a challenge. Okay. Okay. Kind of accurate historically. You mean Leonardo as a samurai. Yeah. We're gonna go with the lore. Ninja Turtle lore. Which I think. I've never really thought about it too deeply, but I've always, from that third movie, kept that in mind. Okay, I don't know what that is. Oh, you've leveled up and unlocked a new skill? Up D-pad to open the skills menu and check it out. Oh, interesting. And then, okay. I like this. Oh, and there's stuff here. Did I really just walk that? Interesting how some things I could pick up and some I had to press a button. I don't understand. Oh, yeah, wrong button. Let's see. Yeah, let's put on this armor. It almost looks like Shredder. Okay, and then... Wait, what? Okay, up D-pad. Consumable. Yeah, I don't know. And then we have the skills. We're just looking at the stats. Okay. Yeah, and it looks like there's always something to get loot from. I think. I see the number, but that could be the damage. And there might not actually be any loot. But what if there is? What if one day...
So, tell me again, why are we looking for a winner?
Hey guys, remember, not story today.
Whoa! What in Sam Hill?
What in Sam Hill? Okay. Okay. Four-sided die of power.
Why, that's our force! That's...
Okay, great. Yeah, okay. Alright. Oh, look at that. Okay. Wait, there's a couple things here. Oh, I love it. Alternate paths. Where do I go? Nice. Am I still going the right way? Kinda. Again, like, am I really getting anything from any of this? Oh, well, yeah, I guess because you can come across the chest, so maybe that is worth it. Let's look real quick to see if this happened to be anything. Healing received is down just a little bit, but I get more defense and intelligence. Let's do that. So this is common, that is rare, and so I don't know how much it, you know, as we go through the game, do we sell stuff? Oh, wait. I hadn't even, I totally forgot to use that ability, and I just did use that. So I don't get it. I see the little jellyfish sign, and I don't know if that's just like a, hey, there's alternate path first. Wait, because then it's right here. Yeah, maybe it's just like trying to tell you alternate path here. I don't know. Let's see what. Oh, campfire. I mean, I don't want to destroy it, even though I tried to. Let's see. Can we go in this hut? No, so this is probably just story stuff, maybe for later. Okay, it looks like it's now one hit that takes him out. Right? Yeah. Let's see. Okay, bummer on the left side, another one of those stars, the Dutch, whatever they are, and it's getting late.
Right. We're the tangle. It's a place. Whoop, you'll.
Okay. Yeah, not gonna get to that. Level complete. Okay. Okay, now the tangle. Cool, got an achievement. Always makes me happy. But let's see what. Oh, I can go in the inventory at any time. Oh, and most ninja were samurai. Some samurai worked as farmers for a living, and pre-Toyotomi caste system, samurai could start as farmers and retire samurai. Oh, that reminds me, there's that samurai TV show on Tubi from Japan in the 90s. It's really good. I haven't finished it. Oh, what's this?
Well, how am I gonna keep it? Not to mention up.
Don't know. I skipped it all. I make games more challenging for myself. So, I'm assuming this is like some hub world.
Hi there. Welcome to. Hey, only thank you.
Okay, pom-poms found in the tangle. Wait a minute. Okay, that mark is a person. The other mark is a teleporter. So there's maybe a character. I'm calling them a person, though they are a character. But does that mean they're not a person? Okay. And it's getting close to time, so we'll finish this up here. Holy moly. Oh, okay. So I guess the icons might have the same thing. That's interesting. Okay, and so I got the map overlaid just to kind of get an idea. And so I don't know the purpose of this other than maybe teaching the player like how to use the map and look for objectives, because
Nice.
yeah, it must be. This is a very simple.
Oh wait, Bomb Bomb!
And it teaches the player how to navigate the tangle so they can learn where all the characters are. So that's cool. Can't go that way. And that's cool that there's no like stamina gauge for the this little dodge roll, so you can just kind of use what you want. I think this is going to be pretty fun, even if it is simple.
Where are we? This place, you know, just
Okay, you got it. Let's see. So, let's see. World map. Okay, so then I go back to the jellyfish trail to find his underwear. And then, what is this? Difficulty. Huh. Let me just try this, because I think difficulty would be one of the things that would be critiqued.
nice.
Okay, yeah, so there is loot generally inside this stuff. Maybe that first run, there wasn't. Oh, where am I looking? What the... Oh, because I had the... Okay. Oh. Wait. Do I press A? Is it because I have too many? I press the button, I use it. And I pick up. Yeah, it picks it up. Okay, so I guess 5's the max, but yeah, it looks like, and maybe I missed this last time, I am getting loot. Okay, those still pop out. Interesting little, I like the whatever I'm seeing here in this pool with the stones, it looks funny. It's just little design elements. Oh, what's this? Cool, collected something. Alright, am I getting closer? So I gotta make sure I'm facing the correct direction when I'm... Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
So, I feel like I could have put it on the harder difficulty, which I'm thinking is awesome. Oh, another place to get to... Oh, this is funny, like Spongehenge.
Nice.
Alright, this is getting cooler and cooler the more I'm playing it. And again, I was really just seeing if it was something my wife would like, but I'm really enjoying this. Okay. Alright, let me get to the portal so we can end. I mean, because I don't know, what does the game go to the tangle, but do I lose? Yeah, progress will be lost, so no, let's not do that. Just to see how the game works. Is there like a...
Yay!
Oh, level 3. Yeah, I need to... Even though I gotta go. Oh, okay, I need to go around. Or should I go up and over? No. It looks like it doesn't let me. Even though I gotta go, I have a funny feeling I'm gonna be playing this the rest of the weekend. With my wife. Okay, that's blocked off, so... Okay, well, guys, I gotta go. So, check out Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. This is pretty amazing. But I'm gonna head out. I'll be back Monday with some more. Guys, hope you have a good weekend. I might stream. Keep an eye out just in case. This weekend I might. But until Monday, have a good weekend. See you guys.